Hi guys, so this is actually my first ever lady student. She's learning about interior design, all our products and services, and we've already done the theory part, so today we do the practical bit. Her name is Gladys, and when it comes to practical, the first thing I teach is how to remove a wallpaper. You need to be able to understand that. You need to explain to a client that every time you remove a wallpaper, if it's good quality wallpaper, the wall will still remain as was, and I'm just about to show you that. So this part was actually learning how to remove. How do you go about removing it? And after everything, this is how actually the wall looked like. As you can tell, the parts where the black wallpaper was is actually dirty because that's how the wall was before we installed it. Was dirty, so the dirt is still there. So that means the paint that was there is still intact. The wallpaper does not destroy any paint. I have a video of removing a wallpaper still on this channel, so you can just Google it, removing wallpaper by Fridah, and you'll be able to see it. So after this, we actually moved to where we were going now to install. Normally I don't teach with plain wallpapers, I teach with some complicated wallpapers, and you are about to see that. So we removed a wallpaper from one of the clients who happens to be actually be my client, and I'll be able to come back and show you guys installing a wallpaper on this wall. She wanted to have a plain gray wallpaper and change from the black. So when I'm teaching, I don't teach with plain wallpapers, I teach with complicated wallpapers so that you're able to learn and be able to make good use of that lesson. Now, this is now the other side where we are going to install the other wallpaper, where now Gladys is learning how to install. So we are going to install a patent wallpaper, and what Gladys is doing right now is nailing in all the nails that are on the wall that are popping out. Those are some of the things you also learned, by the way, and just checking that everything is consistent. In case there are things you need to remove from the wall, just remove them. So she's using a hammer. I was not able to pick that side well, but that's what she is doing. So this is the Versace wallpaper. You're about to see that. I did the first piece to ensure that she understands what I'm doing and what is expected, how to go about cutting. So normally that's why I've not been able to record the first piece. We were just the two of us here, so I showed her how to do to cut the piece, the first piece, take the measurements of the piece, cut the pieces, the piece that you want to install as the first one, how to apply glue, and then now I watch and observe her do the second piece. The most interesting thing about this training is I've realized that people struggle with very different things. For her, she was struggling with cutting. For some reason, she was really struggling with the cutting. There are those who struggle with blending, like my sister. I'm sure you've watched a video that I was teaching my sister how to blend, how to install a wallpaper. She was really struggling with the blending, ensuring that the lines don't show. So this wallpaper, as you can tell, there's the in between where you're meeting the two pieces of wallpaper, there's like another pattern. So you have to be very careful how you join the two, so the client doesn't see this where the connection is of one piece and the next piece. That's why we're very keen, and that's why I'm always there watching and recording and ensuring that all through this recording time I am asking questions. I actually just had to mute because we were talking a lot. As you can tell, she's facing me, asking me questions. How do I go about this? So it's a whole process, and I let the client do as I correct and explain and show and illustrate, and also I keep popping some questions to her so she can be able to get some of the questions I get from client, like, oh, okay, so how are you going to go about installing where the bulb is? Does the wallpaper burn in case there is fire? When it comes to washing, do I wipe it with water, or does it have to be what do I call it, a plain dry cloth? Like, there's so many questions that clients have, and since I've done this for a very long time, I get to ask these questions to my students and act as a client, and I let them come up with the answers so that I'm able to check where they are at, whether they got our theory classes, because the practicals happen after theory. So we are going to watch this. She's going to install the whole wall. It took 2 rolls of wallpaper. And then after that, we're going to look at the after, and I can tell it was really doing good. The only problem is we took 4 hours on this wall because it's learning, it's teaching, it's removing, it's doing all that. This is the after, and she really doing amazing. Sorry, I was really impressed that the wallpaper did not fit perfectly. So our right side or left side from where we are, the watchers, the wallpaper, you can tell, is half of what the pattern looks like. So where you have to cut half of it, I love such challenges because I'm able to explain that to my students. Anyway, this training is ongoing. In case you are interested in learning, kindly get in touch with us on 0712027807. The training goes for 2 weeks. It is going to cost you 12,000 Kenya shillings. You're going to learn about our theory, you're going to learn about our practical, and you are going to become a part-time employee of Joymark Wallpapers and Deco. And as if that was not enough, you can actually create your own business around this same business. You can learn how to now get your own wallpapers and start selling, or even just decide, I'm just gonna do the services and market yourself and get clients you can install for. And I tell you, there's money in it, because every roll you charge 500 to install every roll, and it takes you approximately 30 to 40 minutes once you've learned, and you're able to install at least a client will do at least 2 rolls. At least 2 rolls, no 1 roll. So you are sure every time you go to a client, there's at least 1,000 that you're going to make. Anyway, get in touch with us. And in case you're interested in wallpapers, in case you're interested in installation or training, the number is 0712027807, and we will come to you. Thank you for watching, and congratulations to you, Gladys. Go out there and conquer the world. All the best in your business.
In my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad